Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions, let's talk about the top 10 units for beginners to work on. I saw recently in a comment section of another YouTuber's video, but they were saying like they were a new player and they didn't see a lot of content geared for newer players on any of the channels. And they wanted like more people to make stuff for beginners. And I was like, screw that, use the search function. Okay, I didn't say that, but I thought it. But you can't expect me to make like a video aimed at beginners like every week in the hopes that I'll catch the attention of somebody that started that week. Use the search function. But here in global at least, they just refreshed the Mog Shop. And we've had a pattern kind of going for the last few months, like what is available in there. So I thought this would be a good time to talk about which units would be best to consider leveling for people with a brand new account. No particular order, but I will say here, the first, the most important character to go for as a beginning player is the brand new character. So here we see Black Rose Helena. She was just released today. And then the reason why you want to go for the character that is featured now is because their shards, they are available in the shop, and then they have things like the bingo boards, get lots of shards here, and you go to the far plane and they have the hard quests which you can play. This is only available the first, oops, not this one. Okay, I don't have it, but it's only available the first few days. But yeah, lots of things to help you with brand new units. And then if you can take even just one UR, preferably an attacker, to level 99 or into EX jobs, that will really speed up the progress of your account for like maybe the first 3-4 months. So yeah, if you just started a new account, go for Helena, see if you can build her up. Okay, speaking of bingo boards, the next character I will talk about is Mediana here. Can't see her. Okay, we'll go to the unit screen. But Mediana you can get for free by completing the missions of that bingo board, and you get a lot of shards for her. And when the game first started, she was one of the best characters in the game. A lot of people did the reset marathon for her. Part of that reason is because she is a good farmer. She has a very big AoE attack that can come out turn 1. So if you join somebody's party, if you join somebody's co-op room with her, you will be very welcome. And at higher levels, at higher PvP, she's not super versatile, but she still has her uses, so she does kind of have a long lifespan. Okay, third character is also in the same series of bingo boards, but that would be Shadowlines. Alright, we can have a look again in the unit box. But one of the better MRs for sure, and then part of that is because she is a dark/unit, which the first year of the game really emphasized. You could join a lot of raids, a lot of PvE content with dark/units. And then she has so many partners, other dark/units, that it's easy to make a team of them. It's easy to chain with them. And then just today she got the EX jobs. And while we're here, I can show you the upgrades to her. But Shadowbind, that will get an upgrade. It will now break single target attack resistance. That's pretty amazing for an MR unit to have. This is a short-range attack, but she's so mobile that she can make use of it. Okay, next, Shadowrunner was upgraded so that it will increase the chances of stop and blind. I wasn't understanding what this did at first, but I guess it's like Mistadio's skill, where like he has like other attacks that can cast blind, but he has a greater chance of that with the upgrades. So Shadowlings, she has a variety of attacks that do stop or blind, so with Shadowrunner equipped, she'll have a better chance of those happening. Alright, and then the stat node is luck up. That's great for her. I talked about luck recently. It raises both evade and accuracy and some other stuff. And then all new skill, Dark Haze, dark damage, non-type. So this is like Anton. Medium damage, chance of inflicting blind, which will be upgraded with the Shadow Runner thing. And then a range of 4, so that's nice. Okay, so that was Shadowlink's third. Okay, one more unit in the bingo board. And this time we'll go down to the bottom in the challenge missions. But Mont, he is the main character unit. He was always good at his release state, but with EX jobs, he's a wonderful unit. He's maybe one of the best like main character handout units in the history of mobile games. But he can tank, he can do some breaks, he has good survivability, he can do a little bit of damage as well. And very easy to build because these guys, these Mind Spheres, you can get a whole ton of them. I have way more than I need, but yeah, very easy to get. He does have a rare version of his character, but they actually have different strengths and weaknesses, so it is worth having both, I would say. Okay, that'll do it for the bingo board. Next, let's go to the Mog Shop. You can collect coins from different modes of the game, and then you can turn it in for different stuff. So I guess we can go to friend medals first. Here, if you get 2,000 of these friend medals, you can get units just straight out, so that's pretty crazy. Of these, I would recommend Ildira. But some people might say that she's kind of redundant with Mediana because you'd be using it for the same purpose, which is farming and then joining co-op rooms. I think most people would say that Ildira is better, but Mediana is going to be good enough. Okay, moving on down. Okay, here we are in guild medals. You have to join a guild, you have to give each other gifts for that. Next character I'd recommend is Jiza. If you get her to Limit Break 5, level 99, you'll get her Trustmaster, which is pretty much necessary in this game. In Japan they call it the tutorial. When you get her Trustmaster, you've beaten the tutorial basically. Something you gotta do, so yeah, pick up this character, and then you can get her shards from down here. Okay, next character I would recommend is Whisper. I'm sure a lot of veteran players are howling at me right now, but hear me out. She is another dark slash unit, and so if you can, you know, slowly build up your dark slash account, which is a good idea for everybody, that could be a good idea. The thing about Whisper is that if you want to use her at a high level, she needs a lot of equipment and espers and vision cards and stuff. But if you forget about that, she still has ways that beginners can take advantage of. One is the Dark Slash, like I was talking about, and then the other is the Breaking. She is a main job knight. There are not a lot of those. And so for PvE content, Esper fights, the tower and stuff, she's a very useful utility character. But actually she's not too difficult to build for like slash resistance or magic resistance. I have a few videos of those. You can use the search function to find them. Okay, the next character I recommend for beginning players is Luartha. I'm sure the veteran players are howling even louder. But you want her for one reason in the beginning of the game. She has a 4-hit attack at range. Very, very few characters have that. And with her, you don't even need to level her very much in order to get access to it. Where is that? Here we are, quadruple shot. Okay, you do kind of have to level her up a lot. But still, you want somebody with a 4-hit attack because there are lots of missions where you need a 3-hit chain, which is 4 hits, actually. But again, like Esper fights, you want to clear those missions. And yeah, just being able to do it at range and a single character is really useful, so I would recommend her. Okay, and then while we're in here, we can talk about some other units. Let's see, let's talk about an MR unit, Grace. She too is a little funky, kind of like Whisper, in that she, in the way that you build them, is different from many other characters. But again, with her, I think you can ignore that. She's pretty tanky, even without any special build. But one of the best healers in the game. I was thinking about putting Ayaka on here, but you would have to pull her first. Everybody's going to get Grace very quickly because she's an MR unit. But yeah, she's got full life, she's got Curaga, she's got Holy. She's got some support stuff that you might not expect from Green Mage. So she's really good. She's one of the easier recommendations that I can make for MR units. I'm always surprised by how good she is. One thing about Jiza that I forgot to mention. If you take her to 99, you get the Trustmaster, which is, you know, beating the tutorial. But if you take her to EX Jobs, to level 120 specifically, then she becomes a counter to some very tricky units. You don't have to take her there if you want to look at other ways to counter those units, but yeah, Jiza definitely has a niche in high-level PvP. Okay, and then the last character that I want to recommend to beginners, and then this will be a little bit of a stretch for people, because he's not offered in bingo boards or in mog shops or anything. But that is Rain. He is one of the best characters in the game. And if you pull him, I think you do want to build him. And then part of the reason why I recommend him is because if you go to the mog shop, and you go down here to Soul Metals, he is almost always available in here. As you get more max URs, you'll get more of these metals. You can turn them in for Rain and build him very easily. Like here, I can just get 180 shards right there. But besides being one of the easier URs to build, he does a lot of stuff very well. He's one of the best magic tanks in the game. Maybe not as versatile as other tanks, but again, for like very difficult PvE content like the Esper fights or the tower, there are places where you really want a magic tank. He has multi-hit skills which make him good for co-op or chaining. And then he has some breaks and imperils. He can break like fire resistance, he can break attack and stuff, so lots of uses for him. And then he is the only character that I think I will take to EX Jobs in both my JP and my global accounts. That's how good I think he is. Yeah, you might have to wait before you can start working on him, because you're going to have to pull him just randomly in the Hatcher, but once you do, highly recommend that you work on him. Okay, I think that is 10. Those are my picks for the top 10 units for beginning users to work on first. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.